Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 34. On target to Worthy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on 1st down. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. They snap it to Murray. Buys time, rolling right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And they'll have 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll give them a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Chased out to his right. Throw caught at the 6. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Caught near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
On 4th down, here's Murray. He's on the move. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. McCarthy to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have second down behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
McCarthy throwing on third down. His pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. This one strikes down at the one, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Murray here on 1st down. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back-to-back carries here. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. He finds him right side. Touchdown, Minnesota. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. They add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them the first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Kyler to throw. On the move, headed right. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And they'll first down.
First and 10, Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down from the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Kyler throwing here. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Condors earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Condors tie this game 7-7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. Drive starts out with a first and 10. trying the right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to push one deep down the right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Condors get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. Jackson now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Running this one left. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Back to the well again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Throw caught by his running back. He spins right by him, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. First down, ball at the 36. Jefferson, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Going ground game again here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
So before third down, whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So now, here's third and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now, they're left with fourth and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the third.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Oh, that was teaching tape right there.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Play action now, Murray. Buying some time right. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And they're going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
From the 16. Chased out to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
Here's the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Another carry for him. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th.
Come on. Ridiculous. Take him out. Good do it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Called in left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
2nd and 8. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're set up at the 35 now. here from the gun. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll run here on first down. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. On play action now, McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Kyler looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give him a first down. Back to the air, Murray. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And they'll have first down. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They motion the tight end over. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. All right, here we go. Second down. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Minnesota spends its second time out here. Still one more in their pocket to use. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. To throw. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. They come through with a massive gain there on fourth down, 24 yards, and it's a first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay. Well, positive yardage is positive yardage, and he got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the first after what looked like a broken play.
Now it's second and goal from the one. They'll send him up the middle. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. Empty backfield now as they set up for two. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. Here he is to throw. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this